All right, part two, let's jump right into it. Went ahead and took off all the plastics, all the racks. That way I can start removing everything I don't need, like the stick stoppers, all the vent lines, all the brakes, the little brackets here and there that just aren't gonna be needed. I also gotta take off the swing arm. And that is not that hard as long as these are not, you know, seized up. This is just 17mm Allen, a long L-shaped one. I cut part of it off right here to put into an impact. Don't really know where that size is at. Luckily, these are not seized. I had them sitting in a PB blaster for a couple days. Removed the hitch. Like I said, the brakes. I made this a long time ago. This is just a 30mm socket that I just cut 4 little, you know, slits into to fit the lock nut. Luckily, this one was not, I don't even think it was really that tight if it was not replaced too long ago. So that's gonna come off, brake line's gonna come off. Like I said, snorkel is gonna come off. But I'm gonna have a whole parts pile of everything that I don't need. Got everything torn down like I needed to. Just got one little bolt here that I can't get out to get the exhaust off. But other than that, everything's stripped out. Swing arms off, front diffs out. Because I mean, I wasn't going to, but since I'm keep on going down this far, I'm gonna go ahead and pack all the drive lines with grease, the front diff, transfer case, that. Also painting some odds and ends, like just the caps there, kind of cleaning everything up. Here's all the parts that got taken off of it. Mud guards, the hitch, brakes, everything like that, snorkel, vent lines. Like I said, I gotta change out the exhaust due to that, and also one more spot back there. What else? Here's all the parts. Most of the parts came in, not like the wheels haven't came in yet, but things like that. Got all the boots, the cap for the swing arm, all new digital buttons, or the display buttons. Kind of painting up some things here, sandblasting things that I can, and painting and taping. Front wheel bearings, these are the wheels for it. Cleaned up the carburetor in the ultrasonic cleaner. New grips, the lift kit. This lift kit I don't know about. I mean, this seems to kind of be the only other lift kit style versus the high lifter one. And the high lifter one's like 90 bucks. It's just not really worth it, although you can make something. I didn't want to weld anything on here, so yeah, we'll try that out. Not a big deal. It's a simple lift kit. Also, kind of a new product that I guess came out. I saw my rear rack needed all the bushings and the straps for the cargo trunk, and so this guy was actually, I guess, 3D printed these things here. So I guess I don't exactly remember what he said it was made out of, but this is actually all 3D printed. So we'll see how it holds up. But I mean, I needed all of it. Each one of these pieces is like 12 bucks for both of these, but then it's like 20 bucks for both straps, the other straps in there. But so we're gonna give these a run. I mean, he says they're pretty well guaranteed to last. I mean, it's just so amazing that it's all layered and 3D printed, so there's not too much give like rubber on these, but I think it'll be just enough. So test that out. New seat, best part about it, new seat. The thing weighs absolutely nothing. Ready to go. Like I said, carburetor's drilled out, cleaned up, set up. So now I can kind of, like I said, I'm gonna pull everything out, gonna grease these up, grease up the transfer case. And then I think I'm just gonna kind of sandblast the outside of this and just paint it black, pretty much everything black, so it's not mud stained looking. It's kind of gonna hold its color. I believe the swing arm bearings are new, because I know like that pivot point there, that's new. So yeah, shoot, everything. I'm just gonna dielectric grease up some things real quick, and then start kind of putting it back together. I know it's loud, but freezing the bearing always works. Got everything pulled apart, greased up, put back in. It's just spray painted black. It's not a pretty build or anything like that for it to be powder coated, or powder coat every little head of the bolt. Yeah, those are really nice, but it's just not doable on this one, because within the first 30 feet of being at the four-wheeler park, it's going to be going in the mud. So like I said, everything done. I just haven't drilled and tapped the filler caps yet with the grease zerk. Got in the new wheel bearings, as you saw there. That's done. I kind of want to paint the A-arms, but there's just a ton of prep into that and to get them done, so probably not going to worry about it. Axles are back in, and I got all the bearings packed full of grease. I'm sure at some point pretty soon I'm gonna have to redo the ball joints, but it's all right. So now I'm actually to the point where I can install this lift kit. This is the one that mounts to the top of the shock, and there's a hole, let's see if we can see it right there, that's where the top of the mount's gonna go on. the lift bracket. And so here's the kit that I got. Like I said, I saw a couple other companies sell this style. It's really, like I said, between this and the high lifter one. So I went with this one just because it was black. And it's always nice whenever they send bolts and no instructions, and like there's 2 big old washers here. I'm guessing it might go to this one because there's 5 here, 2 for 2 there, and then 2 of the bigger ones for this one here. But it's just drop down brackets. I mean it's all right. It's thick enough, but we'll see how it goes. This one's actually going to mount on the bottom of the rear, and these are 2 for the front. So like I said, I mean, I was kind of looking around for the 420 shocks, brute force shocks, something like that, just to throw in there, but for now this will definitely work. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this mounted up. Overall, I think it's pretty simple. I was actually watching a lift kit install with one of these from Louis Skibold over at Power Mods, and just so happened that the next video up was one of mine on the 54% gear reduction install. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. Anyways, it wasn't bad. The washers, that I don't understand the whole washer thing that they did, so I actually added a few of my own washers on there to space it out and help it out. But we got some FedEx showing up here. Let's go see what parts we got for this real quick. Okay, so he's pulling out. It was a set of rims, I think, right there for this project. But anyway, so back to this. All you gotta do is kind of, like I said, space out that same factory bracket there, make room for that spacer, install your new shock or the shock, whatever, and put in new washers to kind of make up that difference from it sliding around. Always loosen these up. I greased every one of the pivot points here. As you can see, the grease is coming out of the front differential there. Everything is actually making good contact and good clearance. Usually on this side here, the tie rod will actually hit the top of the diff right here, but this one's really not, so that's good. Moving on to the rear diff, everything is out and cleaned up. Like I said, he did rebuild this thing not too long ago, so everything does look in good shape. I mean, the ring gear still looks perfect. There's no scarring, so it hasn't been there long. It's not the welded one, so it is what it is. I've never had an issue with one. I might have an issue with this one. This one's been ate up pretty good. So if this goes out, we'll throw in a different rear end on there, but I'll go ahead and pack this full of grease. I'm just using some marine grease for now. Don't really care, as long as you keep it pumped and cleaned out, you'll be fine. Okay, and this is where I'm gonna leave off on this video. Everything is done and prepped pretty much, so next video is gonna be a whole lot of assembly. I got the airbox here drying, put all the silicone on there, took all the boots out, cleaned it up. That's gonna be done. The only thing I got left is to shave down this backing plate. I'm gonna try to do just the outline of it right there, and I do also have new double wheel bearings for it. I actually tried to find one that was just wider. These are 14mm wides. I tried to find one maybe so it'd be between a 28mm wide total. Try to find one 26 or so, but they're really just not out there, so this is double wheel bearings the way to go. The rear diff is all done. Got the grease certs all in there. That tube is done, cleaned out. Rear lift kit's kind of installed there, so that part's done. Doing the gas cap now as far as the vent. As you can see down there, I've got the JB Weld sealing off those vents. Already took that out. We'll probably touch on that here next video. I had to cut off the stock exhaust, and besides, anyways, it was rotted out there, but this bolt right here was broke off, so I couldn't basically get it out. Now that that's all done, axle's cleaned up, rear drum over here is shaved up. What else? Yeah, so everything's coming. I'm still waiting on one more piece. The wheels are in over there. I got something to do on that one, something to do on that one, something to do on that one. But anyways, you guys see my glasses over here. These are not just chrome glasses that I got. These are special high lifter editions. Whew. Anyways, a lot's gonna be happening. A lot's gonna be finalized and coming together next video, guys. So please stay tuned, and we'll see what happens.